What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite podcast, number one podcast, filmed on a Wednesday night, aired on a Wednesday night, live streamed on YouTube. Number one podcast with the other person dressed like a dill pickle. Another one podcast with a guy with a Dallas hat upside down on Wednesday nights every now and then. I'm your host, Corey Hankins, because I'm really good at picking college basketball winners. And that right there is Ryan Humphreys. Behind the screen today, which you won't see too much, is Tyler Lennon. And we are down and out. What's going on, everybody?
That was pretty good.
No, it's a 5 out of 10.
I gave you
maybe.
Probably a 6 or 7.
I loved it. I thought it was very good.
I think you started out hot. You got a little shaky.
I didn't write any of that. I was like, I want it to all come off the dome.
That was good, but congratulations on the NCAA tournament win.
Yeah, I didn't want any guests.
Yeah, no, we wanted no one to be a part of the show. But rules are rules, and I'm not the one that makes them. So no guests for the time being.
Explain. You're already halfway doing so, but explain why he is hosting tonight.
Yep. So we had our March Madness bracket, second year that we've done it. Year one was Isaac Schley, which I want to point out did finish in second place.
Wow.
Out of nowhere. And
I didn't see the end.
Yep. Finished in second place. So I went for the two-peat, but Corey was our March Madness champ. We said that the winner of that tournament or of that competition would get to guest on the show. Corey already being on the show, no guests. So congratulations,
not
Corey.
Not a one.
Yep.
And truth be told, so when I first filled out my bracket for the down and out bracket, I actually had UConn going out of the Sweet 16.
Well, thank God you did.
And I went back on it, and I was like, I'd made one, sat on it for a little bit, stewed on it, let it sit in the crock pot a little bit, came back to it, and I was like, no, they're going to win it all. So I just send them all through.
Let's talk about the we'll talk about a couple non-Masters things. I know we've got a lot of Masters viewers tonight, being that is tomorrow, and I know everybody's excited. But NCAA National Championship, the men's game, women's game, they were both
very
incredibly entertaining.
Very awesome. I enjoyed honestly, and this is going to sound weird coming from me, I enjoyed the women's tournament just as much as the men's this year. I mean, it was filled with big names. Great games. I mean, there's not much more you could ask for, really. But UConn just showing why they're UConn and why Dan Hurley's probably going to be in Kentucky next year.
Between the men and the women's, what percentage do you think you watched from this tournament? Because I probably got very close to watching as much women's as I did men's.
I'd give it a 60-40 for me.
The first 2 weekends, I did not watch 1 second of the women's. The Elite Eight and on, so Elite Eight, Final Four, National Championship, I watched more women's than men's.
Yeah, I'm the exact same way. I didn't watch hardly any other than LSU the first weekend, but after that, I watched probably more women's than I did men's.
I'd say the last round when they were still like at their home school, like when they still had home court advantage, that's probably when I started watching more than any. Because the first couple rounds, it's like, nah.
Well, 30. I know that the first round, the women's 31 of 32 higher seeds won in the first round. So that's very different than in the men's tournament. But I mean, obviously, still incredibly entertaining.
Our family did a women's tournament bracket, and I think I went chalk on everything and won it.
Well, I mean, it went pretty chalk.
You didn't have a single upset, and you won the tournament.
Not a one.
It was pretty close.
I picked quick bracket chalk.
Did you really?
Yes.
That's an option on there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the men's tournament, I thought Purdue was obviously very deserving of being there, but UConn was too much for them, too much for everybody else. And I saw where the last 2 years, the 12 tournament games that they've played, they are 12-0 against the spread. Good teams win, great teams cover. And UConn is truly a dynasty in the last 2 years.
Yeah, and they got out-coached. Dan Hurley's just amazing. They forced Edey to go left, and he was not doing it all
dude,
night.
I saw that video of them. There's one of the way they had played him all night, staying on his – because he won't go the opposite direction, so staying him on that one side. But then I also saw a clip of a specific play where they were drawing him out, and they had ran that against a similar big early in the year, and they just for sure out-coached him.
When NC State did a good job in the Final Four of doing the exact same thing, they just don't have the athletes that UConn has. And so a lot of people were tweeting out that NC State kind of gave out the blueprint, and that's exactly what they did, in my opinion, because they had DJ Burns, kind of out a little bit, passing, letting guys cut off of Edey and different stuff. And, I mean, they had it, and then they just.
Do we agree DJ Burns is the winner of March Madness this year?
He's
the celebrity of it.
He's going to get an NFL contract.
I did not know who that was before the tournament, I don't think.
Yeah.
Now he's like the star of the show.
They were a missed 3-point away from not even being there.
They were.
2
missed free throws away from not being there.
Yeah. Just a crazy way to get in the tournament, but that's what happens in March, And then what was the white guy from the 3-point shooting kid, Golke?
Yeah, from Oakland.
Oakland, yeah. I've never heard of him before.
True.
Right.
But you can find him at a used car dealership after this.
But very impressive for the Huskies. First back-to-back national champion team since Florida did it back in the early 2000s. And so obviously that is a very tough feat in college basketball.
My buddy brought up a pretty good point, but they are back-to-back national champions, and I don't think I can name a single player off that team.
No, that Spencer kid. I mean, he's
that Spencer kid.
Yeah,
exactly. That's really naming them.
Back-to-back national champions.
I think that really hammers home kind of what we talked about, why women's college basketball is growing in popularity, is because we are able to name athletes from year to year rather than in the men's. Yeah, I know UConn's going to be good, but who's on UConn?
Yeah.
I know their coach, and I know they're going to recruit well, but next year, I don't really know. I don't know. I know that USC has got the freshman coming back. She's coming back.
Yeah.
She's not a one and done. They don't do that in the women's side. And so I do think that is something that they've really got going in their favor.
Yeah, and I mean, LSU's not – I don't know who they have returned. They don't have Angel Reese. Haley Van Lith's gone, so they're going to find somebody else to build a brick house.
Still got Flaja coming back. They've still got, I think, 3 of the starting 5, 3 or 4. So, yeah, they'll still be solid. But
nice. Sad moment, in the Indiana State Sycamores, who got second in the NIT, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Mm-hmm.
He's transferring out.
He's in the transfer portal.
Oh, no.
5 of their 5 starters on that NIT team
tough, man.
are transferring out.
I did not see that.
Which the coaches
with a name like Kareem. There's too much opportunity out there.
There is.
I hated that he didn't win I wanted him to win so bad. Oh man, that was a fun story. But
so to shift sports, but not necessarily sports. Let's talk about the Dallas Mavericks clinching a non-play-in playoff spot,
probably against the Mavs.
So that's exciting. Tyler, do you have anything to say? Positive, negative? What are we feeling? What do you have to say? I just want to hear. I want to hear your thoughts.
This team's rolling, dude.
Because we're rocking.
They're rocking right now, and I'm seeing national, which this is what sucks. National media only either does not talk about the Mavericks at all, or they claim them to be the best team in the sport. As soon as they start doing that is when things get negative. But they're saying right now that they're listed as the team that no one wants to play. And they are the team that no one wants to play right now. I mean, they're rolling. Luke and Kyrie are casually putting up 70, 80, 85 combined points a night. As long as those two are healthy, and especially now with the big situation between Gafford and Lively, this is the Mavericks team we've always hoped they could be. They just finally are this team.
I just think, and I know you guys hate on me, whatever, about the NBA, and I spend a lot of times talking about, well, which team has the best player. In a 7-game series, the Mavericks are on a short list of teams that truly I do not want to play, because not only do they have Luka, who's pretty much better than most guys that are going to trot out there, maybe with the exception of Jokic, or I'm not saying Shea. But even
Giannis,
Kyrie is right this second. He's playing like a top 5, 6, 7, 8 guy in the NBA, and you got 2 of those. You got the big men that you're talking about. Jason Kidd's not making a ton of mistakes. You get some defense. You get some. They're tough to beat right this second, and so I don't. I'm not saying they're going to win it. I'm not saying, but I do think the ceiling is a very deep run in the NBA playoffs.
I very much want to hear Corey's perspective, because as of now, that's who the Mavericks will be playing. It's your Clippers.
It's 98% confirmed. I also want to say that they were 15-2 since we made you look in the mirror.
Yeah, good call on y'all's part.
I'm going to break that
we just needed a little reality check.
Needed a little reality check.
Sometimes you got to change the color of the Gatorade, really change the vibes in the locker room, and that's what we did.
It worked.
I think it's another first-round exit for the Clippers, honestly. I mean, I really –
That's a lot of faith.
He
didn't even fake it. He's like, no, we're done.
I look at that. I mean, we did beat the Suns pretty handily, but, we're just too fluky. We're too streaky. There's no consistency to what we do. There's no, credibility. There's no night in, night out, who's showing up, who's doing what.
I mean, no offense, but a team that's built around Kawhi, James
Yeah,
Harden, Paul
PG.
George, and Russell Westbrook. I mean, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like inconsistent.
Yeah, very inconsistent.
Dude,
So-
that lineup in 2013
Oh, they'd rip
would
it
have
to
had
shreds.
people
Facts.
just absolutely
Been
flabbergasted.
one of the best teams ever assembled.
Just what? There's not enough basketball to go around.
So
We scored 200 tonight.
if I was to take a bet on the series, I would pick Mavs in 5.
Mavs in
I was
5.
gonna say
Oh.
Mavs in 5.
Honestly, that's like just a realistic, non-biased look. You have one of the hottest teams in the NBA who's 15-2 since Tyler looked in the mirror, and you have a team who's flaky at best.
I also think that, and I feel like it's one of those deals where Luka you might perceive that Luka doesn't care, that he's not going to win the MVP, that for whatever reason Jokic is going to win. But I feel like when he goes home at night and he lays that head on the pillow, he's thinking to himself, dude, I'm getting screwed.
Yeah.
I should be the MVP. I feel like I've done everything I can possibly do to be the best player in the NBA this season. I think he's done that. And I don't think he's getting the respect that he deserves. And so
Not by a long
I think
shot.
that I don't know. I don't know what it's going to look like over the next week, 2 weeks, heading into the playoffs. But I think that Luka is going to be a storm to be reckoned with come playoff time.
Well, and back in the bubble too, the last I don't know, I don't remember if that was the last time that these two faced off in the playoffs or not, but that was a very heated, series. I believe it went 6 or 7 games, and some words were said to Luka that weren't very nice, weren't very PC, and by some guys who are no longer with the Clippers. But I still think Luka hates the ever-loving everything out of the Clippers.
Yeah, 100%.
And I definitely think he's going to enjoy dismantling them. And I'm going to also go on record as saying that they pushed the Clippers, who in their prime at that point, that was like the Clippers' year. They were in their prime. They were playing good. They were hot coming into the, up until the COVID thing happened. But they were doing great.
Yeah.
And then I think I'm trying to remember how old Luka was at that point.
Young.
Yeah,
that
he was
was
like a
Yeah,
was
so he
second
was
or
only
third
like
year.
22, 23 at the time. And to me, that was like
that was
his
skinny Luka.
That
Yeah.
was his
That
I've made it, now the whole world knows how good I
Yeah.
am moment. And I think, he had the buzzer beater.
buzzer beater, yeah.
He had multiple, like 40. He was put up 40 points every night. I mean, that was his moment.
It was still Hookah Luka too.
It was. Hookah Doncic. No, that was the right before the Hookah Doncic thing, I think.
Okay.
I could be misremembering, but I
But
think.
it's pretty confident he was hookahing it up in the old Disney World bubble.
No, that was over the summer, but
Are you sure?
go off. Go off, King.
All right, what about the Rangers? What about the Texas Rangers?
Tyler?
Do you want me to start?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah,
we all,
so-
I need you
we
to
all
talk
feel
about.
this way.
I need you to talk about how disappointing last night was.
Last night was awful. So, we're rolling. We're off to one of the best starts you could ever ask for, and you take the first 2 against Houston. All you got to do is win one more of those. You lose both. That's not great. But if you do lose both of those, you got to come out and you got to sweep Oakland. Not only did they not do that, we've arrived at a place with Jose Leclerc where I just don't know what you do. I think we had this conversation last week on air, but
It's gotten worse since
it
last
has gotten
week
worse.
on air.
So I don't even really know how to word it, but once a blue moon, you hope to never get to this point with your closer. But every now and then, if a guy's really struggling, okay, we're going to throw him in just non-high leverage situations. Well, when they throw him in non-high leverage situations, he screws up, and they say, well, it's not the situation he's used to being in. Things are a little different, how relievers are. So then they put him in a one-run game, and he blows that as well. And the home runs happen. Shea Langelier had 3 home runs last night. But what is inexcusable is walking the guy in front of him when he's already hit 2 home runs tonight. I cannot, in a one-run baseball game, walk the batter in front of him. If he hits a double off me, he hits a double. But I cannot walk him. I can't put that tying run on base, put the go-ahead run to the plate, who already has 2 home runs tonight. That's exactly what he did. Jose Leclerc, I don't know what the answer is, but it's way past the point of having the yips. Like, you got to do something.
His
Actually-
yips have yips.
I actually
yips
really
have
like
yips.
something you said there. Good players in the major leagues, they hit home runs sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens. You can't walk people. Not in the 9th inning. There's no walks.
Yeah.
You're a major league closer. You've got 20 pitches that night. You've got 20 pitches on Tuesday night.
Yeah, if you've thrown more than 20 pitches, that's
can't-
not good.
But I'm saying
got a great
if you've got
defense, too.
20 pitches to not throw 4 balls in a row or 4 balls in an at bat, it can't happen. Cannot happen. And so I totally agree with that. That's unacceptable. And so I will say this. I'm going to be the voice of reason here.
Fire Leclerc.
Fun that we are so into the Rangers, so excited about the Rangers that 10 games into this thing, we're already yelling and bitching and moaning for somebody to lose their job.
Yeah.
Because that's how good we are. That's how much we want to win. And that's how much we know we should win. We got to also tell ourselves, guys, the best team in the league is going to lose.
Every now
65 times this year.
Yeah, 100%.
65 times they're going to lose this year.
I
will
say it
good.
would be a little different if this weren't the exact same story from last year, though. Like,
I
obviously,
agree.
if you only watch the playoffs, you think he's a god. But, like, this is a man who lost the closer job once already in the last 12 months. And you've got David Robertson, who also let up a home run last night, but he's been incredible. Kirby Yates has been lights out. You, for the first time that I can remember, probably since the World Series runs a decade ago, like, you have options in this bullpen right now. And I think this is also proof that we already knew this coming into the season, but, like, you've got to go get a Devin Williams or an Emmanuel Clase. You got to go get one of those guys.
There is no the amount of time that we wait to do something is too long.
Yep.
It needs to happen right
I
this
understand
second.
the general rule of, like, oh, well, you make trades in June or
Yeah,
July,
well,
but you don't have to. You can make a trade right now.
I know that we're a little beat up. You know, from a grand scheme of things, we're losing Josh Young. We don't have Nate Lowe, don't
Spores
have
has been
Scherzer,
out, yeah.
don't have Spores, don't have
Foscue got hurt
DeGrom,
too, I think.
and we're still good. We're still good, but let's not dig a hole deeper than we need to and have to dig out of it. Even though I know we would dig out of it and we're going to be fine. This is a playoff team. Let's just. I mean, we've got a lot of resources to give out. And so let's go get something.
We've still, and that was the best thing. We keep talking about it of the World Series last year is we didn't have to leverage or sell the farm to get it. You know, we still have all these pieces around us that are worth, you know, stuff. Like, it's, you know,
No doubt. No, I mean, there's no doubt.
And one thing that I keep going back to as a non-baseball guy, who normally just picks it up at the very end of the season into the playoffs. It's 10 games in, and I'm dialed in.
Yeah,
and I think that's the best thing about the Rangers right now.
Absolutely.
So,
one more thing before we get to the highlight of the episode. Dallas Stars.
Yeah.
First place in the West. We've got 3 games to play with a 5-point lead. If my math serves me correctly, you get 1 win in the next 3. You should be the number 1 seed. And
yeah,
so that's big time.
Yeah, and it's the most exciting time of the year. It's playoff hockey.
Playoff hockey. Very excited. But yeah, I think the Stars. Stars in the West are the team to beat. They're the hottest team. They're the youngest and just most exciting team.
What's the playoff matchup looks like?
You know, I don't know who 8 is going to be if we end up being 1. Let me pull that up. I heard a hockey analyst say that this year's first round would be the most exciting first round in all of NHL history. So I guess that means that there's a lot of
good,
really worthy teams.
Yeah.
So I believe right this second it would be Minnesota.
Ooh, Minnesota.
Which is who they played last year.
Yeah,
in the first round. Yep, the Wild.
The Wild.
Yeah,
and that was actually a pretty good series, wasn't it?
It was a very good series.
Yeah.
That was when the guy kind of took the cheap shot on Pavelski.
Okay.
Oh, we ended up hating that dude.
I couldn't remember if it was that round or the second round.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I believe they had 2 different guys that we really despised.
Yeah, I can't remember
I
the
couldn't
guy's
tell you their names off
name,
the top of my head,
but yeah, so
yeah.
be fun. 3 more games.
I hate the
hopefully
Wild.
they can get 1 more win. So
that's all they need.
I'm very excited for everything to be set so we can actually kind of like quote unquote preview it. And
right.
I mean, we're gonna be recapping the games and stuff like that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, hockey.
And I'll be watching.
Playoff hockey is.
Corey will be watching.
I'll be dialed in.
We see.
I was just telling Ryan how it's wild that 10 games into the Major League baseball season that I'm in it.
I'm producing the show, baby. I'm hearing what you're saying.
All right, I think it's time to. To get to the main event of the evening. A tradition unlike any other.
Go ahead and say it, Tyler. Do your Jim Nance impression. No, I can't do it. You do it.
You got it, Bubba.
No, I can't. I'm not good enough.
Tyler's really taking this producer thing
know,
to heart.
I know.
I
took his chair.
know.
Took his chair. That's what you get for picking Houston to win it all.
I've told y'all this a little bit, but like I actually genuinely love when I get to produce. Like
you do.
I get to do it sometimes during games and stuff. So like I love this role. I'm very much enjoying it.
Soccer, you really like it too.
I do. Yeah.
No, that's serious.
No,
I
love producing. Yeah.
Woody comes in and does a fantastic job commentating and play by play.
And I kind of become the producer, and I enjoy doing it. But yeah, let's hear your Jim Nantz.
It's enjoyable. I can't. I really have no bearing.
Why set something up if you weren't going to do it, Bubba?
I thought you were going to do it.
Okay, here we go.
Why is Tyler being like that?
He's sassy, Tyler. He's sassy britches. Tyler, put your shorts on. You got the sassy britches.
I don't even remember the line, Corey. Just go.
Okay. What's your how you
Are we
feeling?
excited about the match?
Yes. Okay. Woke up today, actually Monday. I didn't even wait till the national championship was over. Deleted my NCAA tournament app. Deleted my tournament challenge bracket thing because I knew I was going to win it anyways. Deleted all that. Downloaded the Masters. Put it on my home screen. Got my iPad charged up, or not the iPad. My company iPad charged up, ready to go for tomorrow during the day so I can set it up, have the Masters going.
Got my company iPad charged up so I can watch the Masters.
There's no sound on. I just want to feel it. I'm going to wake up early tomorrow.
Just want to see the green going.
I'm going to wake up early tomorrow, put my golf bag on, probably walk down the road a little bit. If you see me on Lou Street or I may make it to your house, who knows? Just mind your business because I am in heaven. And my brother-in-law actually has a golf simulator at his house. Not a full out, he's got like TrackMan and stuff like that. But we might go over to his house on Saturday, kind of watch Masters, play golf, indoors, and dude,
sweet,
it'll be fun.
I'm excited.
I couldn't be more excited.
I think there's a lot of guys that can win it.
My hair's not on the line this year.
That is nice.
Enjoy it.
I have a lot nicer things to say and a lot nicer thoughts about Liv this year than I did last Masters.
We've grown.
I'm fully understanding that yes, they are capable of winning the Masters. I'm not going to talk shit this year. They can do it, but
you can.
I'm not picking a Liv guy this year, but I am saying that they are capable of doing it.
Now, have you kind of looked at John Rahm kind of walking back his?
I will say
I don't know if it's walking back, but
I personally think John Rahm is going to have a down week just because it seems like every comment he makes is kind of, one side of his mouth here, one side of his mouth there. Like, oh, I thought Liv was going to be this, or oh, I think Liv is this, or oh, lots of just almost unsure. And I feel like there's a lot of like Brooks Koepka. Obviously, he's in the same league that Rahm's in.
Though.
His brain is not not answering questions that way. He's not acting that way. And I feel like Rahm, this is his first go around with the Liv stuff.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I think that's a little bit of a kind of an underlying
he may have
effect.
He may have a week like Rory used to have when the whole Liv thing started, when he was kind of having to be the
kind of the spokesman.
Yeah, the chairman of PGA almost. Right. And you could tell it wore on him. And so I think Rahm did what Rahm wanted to do. He took the money, and nobody's blaming you. Take the money and run if that's what you want to do. But I think he kind of enjoys some of the pageantry of the PGA. I think being back at the Masters is kind of reminding him, like, I kind of miss some of this.
I think that he thought if he did that, it would end it.
Really? He did, yeah.
I think he thought that when he made the jump, they'd go, okay,
we
cannot lose John Rahm, so we're going to make this work. And it will, and they're going to be back together one way or another. It's not now, but I don't know. It's been interesting.
I think there's 3 names that if they went to Live today, that it would end it.
Scotty Scheffler would end it immediately. Rory would be a humongous deal. And be honest with you, it'd be a really interesting look if Tiger Woods did
Those are my 3.
Yeah.
Rory, Scotty, and Tiger Woods. If those 3 went, hey, guys, we've had enough. We're tired of the whole PGA thing. We want to go
but
make an enormous amount.
There's not a snowball's chance any of those 3 do it.
It would never.
But, yeah, talking about the Masters, I obviously Scotty is a enormous favorite. I do feel like there are a lot of guys this year that could do it.
Yeah, it feels a lot more wide open. I mean, it's always wide open.
I
but
think Scotty is in a league of his own right this second. But there's 8, 9, 10 guys that if that was your pick, I'm gonna go, okay, well, that's a pretty good pick.
I almost put Oberg as my pick just to.
Okay.
I don't think there's no way he's gonna do it, but I don't know. I just kind of had a feeling, but yeah, I think Scotty. It's kind of his. He's kind of going into this as it feels like he's the returning champion.
Right.
Nobody's really. Rahm's the returning champion, but nobody's
Right.
really picking him. Most people are even picking Brooks to be the top live guy. But I do think Scotty's coming in as like. That's the dude right now.
Well, he's putting up numbers. It's tiger-like numbers.
Yeah.
And so it's definitely been interesting watching him. He's starting to figure out the flat stick. And obviously at Augusta, you have to be putting incredibly well to win it. I saw a video this week, and the guy was the same green. It was the same ball speed. He rolled it like down like
a stimp
meter, and downhill it rolled 36 feet, and uphill in the same line was 4 feet. Yeah. And so
I saw the same video.
I basically gathered from that you've got to hit your irons to where you're putting uphill, and you got to make those putts, and that's how you're going to win.
Yeah, and it's really where, and not just where you're at on the green, but really where the elevation is, where the water is. You can't the margin for error at Augusta is ridiculously small. Even at the PGA, margin for error on the PGA is already ridiculously small. Then when you get to Augusta and the Masters, the crowds, pageantry, everything, it just all kind of starts. I mean, look at the last time Tiger won it. He was just he was in the last pairing, but it really wasn't his to take until they got to 12.
Right, he hits it in the water. And then,
and then it was like him, Brooks. Schauffele, like they all kind of came into play there. So I think Tyler's got some fun bets for us to look at as we go into.
Let's save your pick. No, not our bets. Let's save our picks, our Masters winner, and we can do some of those bets. You ready for those, Tyler?
Yep, let's do it. Okay, so Corey actually helped me find all of these. So shout out to Corey for that. We're gonna start with
just a host duty.
The winner. For anyone that doesn't know, these are just odds for fun bets that Corey has found, and we will just essentially be, would you do that bet or not? Does it sound good? The first one we're going to talk about, winner to not be in the final group of the last round at plus 180.
So they're not top. Is the two. Final is top 2?
Well,
or is it top 3?
Depends, because the final group pairing could be 2 or 3.
So they're not in the final grouping. I'm gonna go no. No. I'm gonna go yes. They are in the final group. Yes, I'm gonna go yes.
I would take no.
Tyler?
I would take no.
Okay, so Corey's taking no.
Again, so you don't know what how the group size.
It's either 2 or 3.
It's either 2 or 3.
Plus 180. Okay, yeah, I would say no. Why not? I don't know.
It's tough because you're looking at these two are obviously the ones who are in the lead, and it really because you could have two guys who ran away with it.
You're going to have a 2-3 stroke lead probably.
That's the thing. The third to last group might statistically be out of it.
Yeah. Right.
Like we're only talking the last 3 pairings.
Yeah,
probably.
and again, if you're talking, if that's the case, you might be if you're like right on the outside of that, you could be 4 or 5 strokes behind. Yeah. The leader at that point. It would take a meltdown and you having the day of your life.
Yeah. Because a lot of times you see at and this happens at the match. It happened last year with Phil Mickelson. It happened with Rory 2 years ago.
Second.
They go absolutely bonkers on the last day because they're not playing for it. They can't win it. And then they end up, oh my gosh, he got second place. But he was never in contention.
Yeah.
And so that does happen. So for that, I'll bank on it being the last group.
And they have thunderstorms.
That's a great bet.
Yeah,
it is.
They have thunderstorms coming in tomorrow morning, so that also factors into how big that pairing is at the very end of the week.
And if that's plus 180, that means the opposite's what? Minus. I mean, that's not bad.
You've got the field, you got
minus 200 probably.
Yeah. I like that bet a lot.
Yeah, I do as well. The next one we've got.
Take that deal.
Take that deal.
It's too late. Yeah, wire to wire winner. Which I don't, for the listeners or the viewers that wouldn't know what wire to wire would mean, you would have to be leading at the end of round 1 and then continue to lead all the way through and win. It's plus 800.
It'd have to be Scotty Scheffler. It won't be anybody else.
Yeah,
and we'll get there.
I Well,
That's the
I
only
guess
way
my
I would take it.
I guess my expression gave it away that I'm not picking Scotty Scheffler.
Fair.
But no, I will go no on that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way.
Let me throw a fun fact out there. I read, and I don't know the parameters on this. I don't know the time frame of how many Masters winners this is applicable to. But if you're not inside T11 or better after round 1, you essentially cannot win the Masters.
So
That sounds like not a very big number.
the last wire-to-wire Masters winner, can you guess?
God.
Tiger Woods.
No. There's only been 5.
There's only been 5 ever.
There's only been 5.
What
ever.
were the odds to do it?
Only plus 800.
It's like he gets
At
plus like 30.
Yeah, I was like, oh, is it like plus
There's
4,000?
only been 4. There's only been 5 ever.
5 ever.
That's crazy.
Are you sure you didn't read that wrong?
No, I'm 1,000. I read it right.
Okay, who's the last one?
So the last one was Jordan Spieth in 2015.
Ooh.
So you have Craig Wood in 1941, Arnold Palmer 1960,
1941.
Jack Nicklaus.
That was when the course was
1972.
that was when the course was 12 holes.
It was still the par 3 course.
Right,
you know?
right.
Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus in 1972, Raymond Floyd in 1976.
Okay.
Jordan Spieth 2015.
I will go an astounding no this year.
Corey?
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, I'm also going to take
If somebody goes wire to wire, I will
Shave my head.
Now play.
Okay. The next one. Will there be a hole-in-one during round 1? Can you guess what it is? What the odds are?
I think is it less than the last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go plus 600.
I'm trying. Don't. Let
And
me
I
guess
will
'cause I'm
go
trying to remember it.
no.
It was plus
450. Yeah.
Okay. On the weekend, I will say yes hole in one. In round 1, I will go no hole in one.
I would take that because I would think the round 1 flags are probably out of the 4, pin locations. You're probably going to have some more favorable ones on the first day.
Baby tender to win 45. That's fun, maybe, but I don't know. Okay, now we're gonna get to some over unders. Just a couple of them. The first over under we've got the longest drive to hit the fairway during the tournament. Will it be over or under 379.5 feet?
Okay,
379.5.
So this is fun because it doesn't have to stay in the fairway. It just has to hit the fairway.
That is true.
Really?
I don't know if that's how that works.
Well, that's how it was worded. I would think that's
But
how
I
it
think-
works.
I would say
I would think
no,
to
it
hit
has
the fairway means it's going to be
No.
on the
Just
fairway.
say the fairway.
Yeah.
hitting a fairway
Yes.
means that it's
Okay.
in the fairway.
Right.
Okay. I took
Why do
that
I
too
know that
literal.
and you don't?
I mean, I took it too literal.
So
when I read it earlier,
so
I was
380.
like, oh, that's fun.
So 380.
380, yeah.
So of the 89 in the field, there's probably 25 of those guys.
That could reach
That
that
can
number.
30
that.
of those guys that can do it. I don't like that it's going to be pouring down rain in the
Yeah.
morning. So we're going to get a little bit of a soggy conditions. We're not going to get that roll.
Yeah.
But I would by Saturday, Sunday, it's going to be rocking.
I hadn't thought about that. Rainy conditions, like if it's raining, it hits the ground and it's pretty much.
Oh yeah,
you know that much
and
out of it.
even at Augusta, like it's going to
Yeah.
be pretty mushy. But I'm going to go no. That
So-
sounds.
Gonna go
Sounds
under
really long.
379.5.
I would say yes. I think somebody could because they moved the tees back on
Also,
number
play
2.
along with us in the comments on these. That would be fun. I want
Yeah.
to hear yells.
They moved the tees back on number 2, so I think somebody could hit a sweep and draw and catch that hill just right.
They moved it back on 2?
Yep.
Well, that was the one that I was going to say they could hit at 380.
Yep, back
But,
into the. So they pulled them back into the left to bring that bunker into play.
Okay.
I'm going no.
Anyone know? You don't think
Life's too
you don't think
short.
Bubba could just.
No, I'm
Oh,
just kidding.
Life's way too short.
I'm just kidding. I've got to take the under as well. Yeah.
I would take
um.
I'll take the over.
Okay, Corey.
Hey,
take the
I didn't
over.
come here to watch people lay up.
Right,
I want to
yeah.
see. I want to see bombs.
Dude, we were playing on that simulator the other day, and I was like, man, I don't know if I can reach that, 230, and and I was like, wait, this is a video.
It's a
game.
simulator.
Dude,
I
Go
was
for
like-
honestly-
I was like, let me just rip it.
You got to be careful playing on a simulator too. Like if you're actually like trying
Playing
to get
go- yeah.
good at golf, playing on a simulator is a dangerous thing because you see that little number in the corner. You're like, I got to swing harder.
Yeah. I will say his was rough because like it was set up outside with like a screen, and I was like, hey brother, your window's like right there. I'm kind of starting to talk to myself here, getting a little nervous.
All right, what else you got, Tyler?
Okay, the next one we have, it's also an over under. We did drive on the last one. Now we're doing putt. Can you guess what the over under
Longest putt made?
Longest putt made. Yep.
Oh gosh. The over under. I will go 62.5 feet.
Well, then you're probably
You're
going to want to take the over,
over.
because it's 51.5. Would you take over or under
I'm taking the under.
51.5?
To be honest,
Feels
I kind of threw a blind guess out there, and I know
been
with
that long?
I know with the undulation, that's a really long putt at Augusta, but
Blind
because
squirrel.
I took the under on the drive, somebody's knocking down a long putt.
Fair.
Give me a 53-footer.
Ooh.
I would say I would feel like the putt would be a safer over than the drive.
Oh, I would have guessed the other way around.
I would say that it'd
Really?
be the other way around.
You think so?
Yeah, I would.
I would. So here's my reason behind that. Not everybody has the means to hit that drive that far.
Okay.
Every
That is a good-
guy can make
All
a putt.
89 people can make a 53-foot putt.
Even one of the amateurs
He's
can
right.
come in and
That's a really great way to look at it.
that was kind of my
Corey,
thought
you have
process.
changed
I'm
my
telling you,
mind, brother.
Hey, that is the first time.
You've changed
that
my
thing
mind,
has ever
brother.
changed.
That might be the
Yes.
first time ever.
That was it right there. That Corey's ever convinced me of something.
Now we're going to go a little
The Foff
bit.
is next.
I'm slamming
the Foff is next.
No, there's a better chance that I make a putt, a 53-foot putt at Augusta, than me eating a fillet of fish on this show.
Oh my god.
Now we're going to get in.
I tried the Popeyes one and it is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, you did try it?
Oh my god. Yeah, I told you.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't try the spicy. Tried the regular because I'm not man enough yet. But boy, well, let me tell you what. People
Dude,
Popeyes cook fish
McDonald's
sandwich.
needs a spicy Foff.
Here, look. Let me tell you this
Okay,
right here.
all right, we're-
McDonald's CEO. I don't know your name. I don't know where you came from. I don't know what you're about.
His name's
Other-
Ronald.
Ronald McDonald. I'm talking to you right here. Look at me, son. Spicy filet of fish coming out this summer. Spicy tartar sauce. You do it.
Okay, that
You'll
was
have my business.
that was
forever.
great, Corey. What you got, Tyler?
Okay, now we're going to get into some player-specific
Corey, that's
type
enough.
of stuff.
Sorry.
Now we're
Sorry.
going to get into some player-specific type of stuff. Fourth attempt, maybe the fourth one will land. Will Tiger finish? We're going to start just to make the cut. To make the cut for Tiger is minus 110. Okay, how about this? I'm going to throw all three of them at you. You tell me which one you like the best. Tiger to make the cut at minus 110. Tiger to finish top 30 at plus 130. Or Tiger top 5 plus 1,800. Which of those three are talking to you?
I think that finishing top 30 is a great bet. Plus money on that.
And if that's the case, if you're going to take
Slightly
the plus
risky.
130 to finish top 30, you probably go ahead and make the cut at minus 110 or
Yeah.
minus 130,
yeah.
whatever it was.
I do have money on Tiger to make the cut. I really like Tiger, and I'm not saying he will. I'm saying strictly from a betting sense, I think that is a phenomenal
Top
bet.
30.
Top 5, you're probably just throwing away your money.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening.
I saw one that was also Matt Fitzpatrick to be top 40 at like slightly
Well,
plus money.
Stepping on her.
Oh, did I put that one down?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
only taking the ones you told me to do.
I'm
but-
sorry. I thought I read that one and didn't tell you that one. My bad. I would take Tiger to finish top 30 and to make the cut.
While we're at it, the Matt Fitzpatrick top 40 is plus 115.
Okay.
He's finished top 30 in the last 2 Masters, I think.
I did read today that he's played in 10 Masters, which sounds crazy to me because it's not like he's an
12.
old guy.
He's 12.
Yeah, that sounds interesting to me.
My favorite thing about Full Swing, and this is off topic, is when they show Brooks Koepka and all his manliness, getting that big old pinch of snuff, putting it in.
Matt
And then you see him
Fitzpatrick's
with
put
the
on his
sunscreen.
sunscreen. Yeah.
His SPF 1000.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
funny.
Yeah, I'd take that. Matt
I like
Fitzpatrick.
I like that plus or top 40. I like that.
Okay.
It's like hard. I mean, I would think he would be a shoe-in to just finish top 40.
The next
know.
player-specific one we've got Scotty to lead after round 1 and to win. Both of these things. He has to lead after round 1 and win plus 2,000.
So different from wire to wire. He doesn't have to be leading after every round.
He just has to lead after round 1 and he
round
has to
4.
win. He can do
That is
whatever he
wire
wants.
to wire.
Well, wire to wire would be you lead after every round.
Is that right?
I would think so.
Well, okay, I will say this: a wire-to-wire winner. Oh, well, that was only plus 800, so I don't know. Maybe. I
But
can't.
that's everyone though.
Yeah.
I interpreted wire to wire as you started up and then you ended up.
Here,
But
let's,
you
get
definitely
a
could
quick
be right.
Google in.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, Google it for me, Tyler. Because I think wire to wires, you have to be leading after every round.
I don't know.
Maybe
Plus 800 doesn't sound like near enough.
Yeah, wire-to-wire is a term used in competitive events and sports for a champion who maintains the lead during an entire competition.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that sounds more general. Let's do specifically golf.
No, you're probably right.
A wire-to-wire winner in golf betting is when a player wins the tournament and also leads after the first 3 rounds.
Okay, yeah. So
I guess you'd have to lead each round.
Yep. Okay.
nice.
Well, then plus 800 is not near
Corey's
enough.
on fire tonight.
Plus 8
2 for 2, baby.
plus 800, not near enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not, again something that's happened 5 times ever.
Okay, but the Scotty deal is not rounds 2 and 3. It's just rounds 1 and 4.
At plus 2,000.
I will go no because I'm not picking him to win. But I will say, if there is a player that is going to finish wire to wire, they're going to lead and win it, it will be Scotty. No one else can do it.
10 to win 200, I'd take it just for kicks and grins. But it would be tough to lose it on day 1.
Yeah.
You know? Like just he, goes out, lays an egg. You're just like, oh man, there went my $10.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I kind of disagree. I kind of like it. It's like at least I know right off the bat I lost it $10.
Well, you'd rather lose it in round 1 than round 3.
Yeah, for sure. Then
That's true.
then you're
Or
gonna
round
be-
4.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's a lot more miserable. Okay, the next one we've got is another player specific. This time for Rory. Over under Rory birdies in round 1. The number is 3.5. Will he
Over.
have over or under 3.5 birdies in round 1?
Slam the over.
Slam the over.
Slamming
Slamming
the
it.
over, huh? Okay.
Big weekend for Rory.
Yeah, he's still chasing that career.
He's
Grand
not my
Slam.
pick, but he's my fan pick.
Oh,
And
can
if-
I add something to this real quick?
Absolutely.
Can I add 3-ball at you? Let's go over
Oh,
some of
yeah,
the
hit
fun
us.
3-ball groups.
Hit
Go
us
with
with
that.
some three
Okay,
balls.
cool. We don't have to do it this moment, but we
But
can.
we'll get there.
yeah, Rory is my fan pick. If I could pick somebody to do it, I would pick Rory McIlroy. I think he can do it. I think he will do it one day. Don't know if it'll be this year, but I think he's going to be. I love that. Last year, Corey, you brought it up. He was kind of the whole spokesman of the PGA.
Yeah.
He's thrown that on to Patrick Cantlay, who's doing terrible. I guess that's kind of just a scapegoat position right now. Rory said, "I'm out," and he's playing good golf right now. And so I think that I would say Rory is a shoo-in to finish top 10 this weekend.
No, nice.
By the way, I saw Tebs in the comments. Tebs, if you're still watching, text the number at some point if you have. I know he likes to do golf betting. I know he likes especially the Masters and stuff. So
Yeah.
if you have any fun
Tebs
Masters bets this weekend, text us. And not just Tebs. I mean, anybody. But I'll get through the rest of these before we get into 3-ball. There's just a couple left. One more player-specific. Phil Mickelson to miss the cut is minus 150. So to make the cut, it's going to be like plus 130 probably. I don't have the number in front of me, but to miss the cut, Phil, minus 150.
It's tough for a guy who came in second last year.
15, you'd have to bet 15 to win 10, but would you to miss the cut?
Yeah.
Knowing that he's got money on it as well, I am going to
check
pick.
with his bookie real
I'm
quick.
going to
see what
pick
he's
Phil
got in.
Mickelson to make the cut.
Yeah.
I lost $100 to Chad last year.
Oh, yeah.
You did?
I said he'd miss the cut. He got second place, and so I won't do that again.
And you came in with a crisp
Phil
100.
Mickelson, you do your thing, buddy.
Yeah.
Did read an article that Augusta, there weren't lefties at the time of when they built Augusta, and so it's built to be tougher for righties,
right-handers.
which makes it easier for lefties.
That would make
and
sense,
that
'cause-
their scores, because there's obviously not as many lefties, so the sample size is much smaller. But lefties have shown that this is a considerably easier course. I read that.
Yeah, you would think so. 2 has that big, cut for a left-handed golfer.
I think that's how a lot of
14.
the trees are.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the I don't know. That was the article I read.
Yeah, even 14, like the end of Amen Corner, you got that big swing. I mean,
Yeah.
you just
So,
like
yeah,
Bubba
Phil-
Watson when he won,
He's won twice. Yeah.
Yeah, he just slung it
Phil
around the
to
corner.
make the cut. I like it.
So you think he makes the cut? Okay, so you're going to
Yes.
get that at plus money. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I do.
I do want to ask before we get back to these, what is each of y'all's, if you have one? Obviously, I like golf and I watch all the majors, but this doesn't mean near as much to me as it does y'all. Do y'all have like a first Masters memory or like anything like that?
I don't have that like I do in
Yeah.
NFL,
You remember your first Super Bowl?
college. I will say that my dad wasn't a huge golf fan, but that the majors were a big deal. And
Yeah.
hey, the Masters is on. Let's watch.
That's
Saturday
how it
and
was
Sunday.
even as a kid, yeah.
And I, Tiger Red. Probably my favorite golf memory, and this is very cliche, and obviously it wasn't all that long ago. When Tiger won the Masters in 19, I happened to be with all my buddies in college, my Silver Springs buddies. I was visiting UT Tyler actually, and dude, it was awesome. It was. I just remember thinking, okay,
This is cool.
this is so cool.
I think for us more than most people probably, but Justin Spieth or Jordan Spieth winning his. I mean, that's pretty high up there probably.
Yeah. For me, I would probably Tiger in 2019, and this is kind of wild. Why? So I started golfing in 2020, or actually probably 2019, give or take. And that was my first Masters to actually watch.
It was a good one.
It was great.
I like that Corey didn't watch a single sport until like a full-grown adult, apparently.
Right.
So that's
this football stuff is awesome.
Y'all been watching this the whole time?
This stuff is exhilarating.
Who's been hiding this from me?
I'll bet somebody $20. Corey, you know you can gamble on this stuff. Are you kidding me?
This is
amazing.
amazing.
This is the best thing since sliced bread.
So I watched it in 2019. Obviously, I remember I was working at the church at that time, and about the time that Tiger took the lead, we were kind of ending second service, or maybe it was third service at the time because we were at 3 services. And I got an alert on my phone, and I was closing down service as the MC, and I said, hey, thank y'all for being here. We appreciate y'all. And just heads up, Tiger is now taking the lead at the Masters.
It's
a true story.
Tell me you're a pastor at an East Texas church.
Right.
Yeah.
Without telling me.
And so
Everyone hurry home quickly. Tiger is on Amen Corner.
may or may not have gotten reprimanded for that one, but
worth it.
but then also, so when my son Judah was being born in 2020, there wasn't. I remember his birthday is April 19th, so it was kind of going to be around the time.
That's good that you remember that.
Yeah. Well, his due date was 4/20, so he was born a day earlier. But there wasn't any sports on. There was nothing on, and so Jericho went into labor. We got to the hospital at 6 p.m. or her water broke at 6 p.m. on Saturday. I'd been golfing the morning before. He was born on at 6:30 p.m. the next day. There's nothing to watch. There's nothing on. I'm just laying on a hard, hospital bed, and I'm just sitting there. And so I pull up 2019 Masters rerun on YouTube, and I watched the entire thing like 2 or 3 times while I waited for my son to be born. And so that's kind of, for me, my Masters memory is always that. So,
Ryan, thoughts?
That was great.
That was great.
I loved it.
Okay. You're all ready to move on?
yeah, let's go ahead.
Playoff prop, yes or no? Will there be a playoff? No,
Ooh.
being the obvious favorite at -600, but yes, at a fun +400. So do you root for fun or not?
That's tough.
Like, I would say there's not going to be a playoff,
Mm-hmm.
but that'd be a very fun bet to win.
Right.
Because, like, oh, my gosh, I get to watch a playoff at the Masters, and I just won a +400 bet.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
Free golf
That's
and
a
free
fun,
money.
That's
It's
an
fun.
easy $10 bet.
For fun.
Like, just
right.
for nothing.
Rooting
and
for the
grins.
most fun outcome
Like,
possible.
here's
yeah.
$10. I don't even want it back.
Right.
But if you so happen to give me 40, I'm going to be really pumped.
1000%.
I'm going to be super excited.
Okay, I'm going to throw some 3-ball groups at you. This is obviously for...
Please explain to
Yes,
me
I'm about to
3-ball
explain
one
3-ball.
more time. I always get confused.
So the way 3-ball works is it's just for each group.
Okay.
They're the pairings of 3, and you're betting on who will win the round that day.
Okay.
So just for tomorrow.
So you're going to tell us Thursday
Yes.
3-ball groups.
Yes. Okay. I'm going
Got
to
it.
just throw some of the ones that have guys that I recognize in it. I'm not going to go through every single one.
Okay.
But one that starts at 7:45 in the morning.
Amen.
Bryson DeChambeau is the favorite at +100. He's in there with Gary Woodland at +240. And I don't know this person's name, Thorborn Olsen.
Yeah, Thorborn.
He's +235.
This will be the one 3-ball that Tyler doesn't bet on because it's at 7:45 in the
I'm
morning.
not watching that. Might not even be up by the time they're
DeChambeau.
done.
I'll go to Shambo.
Okay.
I don't know. He struggles in Augusta. I don't know, but I don't like any of the other ones.
Right after it, you've got the pairing of Sergio Garcia being the favorite, +150. He's with Chris Kirk at +165 and Ryan Fox at +215.
Sergio,
I'll go Kirk
you like Kirk?
in that one.
Okay, here's one that's fun and almost before my wake up time at 8:30.
11:30.
Tony Finau is the favorite at -125. He's in there with Sepp Straka at +230 and Phil Mickelson at +285.
Give me Straka.
Straka, my fault.
I'll go Finau.
Okay.
I like Finau.
I think Finau. I think he could be like a top 15 guy this weekend.
His wife was showing off all of his golf fits.
Oh yeah,
for
he
Augusta on
is a
TikTok.
stylish guy.
I think you got to
yeah.
go Finau in that one
Yeah,
as well. Yeah.
I like Finau in that one.
This is a fun one. Here we go at 9:05. It would have been cool if I could say 9:03, so I'm going to say it anyway.
Aw.
At 9:05, we've got the 3 in this one are Patrick Cantlay, +135. I'm so sorry if I say this person's name wrong. Min Woo Lee.
Min Woo Lee.
Let
At
him
plus-
cook.
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
At plus 190. Ricky Fowler plus 225.
That's a good group.
I like Cantlay at plus 135, but Ricky at plus 225.
Yeah.
Before I answer, I do want to tell y'all one thing that I've got going this weekend with the Masters. My fantasy group of 14 years, we are letting the Masters decide our draft order this
cool.
year.
That'd be fun.
So we all got 2 golfers. We drew and so on and so forth. I have Patrick Cantlay and Wyndham Clark.
Wow,
so
what a
need,
group.
Need those boys to do well. So for that,
Not too well.
give me the we actually what we did this year is we're doing a pick draft.
Oh.
So if Cantlay wins it, I don't necessarily have to be the first pick. I get to
Okay.
choose where I want to be.
Okay, that's what I was
Gotcha.
thinking.
Anyways,
Gotcha.
Cantlay, the human slow golfer. I will pick him.
Imagine him and Shane Lowry in a group
Yeah.
together.
That's a lot of slow play. I'll go Cantlay.
Read the names again.
Minwoo Lee, Ricky
Give me
Fowler, and
Minwoo.
Patrick Cantlay.
Give me Minwoo.
Okay, so we've
I'm gonna let him
we've each got Cantlay and he's got Lee. Okay, here's the first one I think that we've stumbled upon that I not only know 2 of the guys, I know all 3 of them.
Whoa.
I am going to be locked in
That's
at
a hell of a group.
9:15. The leader Hideki Matsuyama at plus 130, Justin Thomas at plus 220, Will Zalatoris plus 225.
Hideki has been a guy that I've been seeing lots and lots and lots of people picking.
I was gonna spoiler it.
So Hideki, Will Zalatoris, who has a great majors resume, obviously no wins, but his numbers are great. And then Justin Thomas, a guy that's won a major championship before.
That's a fun group.
For the money, give me JT.
Give me Thrill Will.
Okay, see, I like that as well at plus 225. Because I'm a Hideki guy, I would take him at 130. But, yeah, Will Zalatoris at plus 225 or JT at plus 200. Both feel good.
He's one of my favorites to watch. I love Will Zalatoris.
I'm glad that he's finally healthy.
Dude.
Yes, that back injury that took him out of the PGA Championship or was the PGA or either way, it broke my heart.
Oh, yeah.
I hated it.
I've got a pretty fun one, and then I've got 2 really fun ones back to back.
Yeah.
At 9:30, we've got the trio of John Rahm, Matthew Fitzpatrick, and Nick Dunlap. John Rahm is minus 105. What?
The Dunlap. It's funny because what they do is they pair the previous year's Masters champ with the previous year's U.S. Am champ.
Oh, gotcha.
And that's Dunlap. But what's ironic is he's now gone pro.
Yeah,
but
so he's not an amateur
He's in the
anymore.
tournament. Yeah, he's in the tournament as an amateur. He
gotcha.
qualified
Okay.
as an amateur,
But
he's in the tournament as a pro. So it's just kind of a weird deal.
Gotcha.
But I'm going to take John Rahm in that one.
yeah, give me John Rahm.
Okay,
1,000 times.
I think these next 2 groups, whether you were playing 3-ball or not, these are 2 groups that I think most people are going to watch because on the Masters app you can follow specific groups.
Which
Anything.
I want to pause you. I commend the Masters for having the best
1,000%.
coverage.
Is it just
app,
is it just the first
website.
2 days or is it all 4?
It's the whole
No, they-
shebang.
Gotcha.
So the uniqueness of the Masters are there's no commercials. There is no commercials. There are no – so like ESPN, to my knowledge, does not have to pay to be the provider. The only rule is that Augusta is the sole decider of what's shown, how it's
cool.
shown. It's their app. It's the whole thing.
Yeah. I think was it
So that's why it's the best.
Was it you that I was talking to that one day where you were like, how do I watch it?
Yeah,
Like,
well,
you-
it was literally
you were trying
last
to
year's
find-
Masters.
you
We were trying to
find the
watch, and I was
illegal
like, dude, where?
streams.
I was like on Stream East and
Yeah,
stuff, and he's like,
no.
no, go to the
You
go to
can-
the Masters website.
just go to
You
the Masters.
you can follow any specific player. I
Yeah.
think right. Like that's
Pretty much, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
You
Okay.
can follow specific holes, players, the whole shebang.
This has to be by far the most fun group, I think. Scotty Scheffler,
Oh, yeah.
Rory, Xander Schauffele. It's Scotty plus 125, Rory plus 205, Xander plus 230.
Scotty. It's a tough group. Scotty.
I will for sure in that 3 with odds being a part of that. Give me Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, plus 230. I like that. I mean, Scotty at plus money is fun as well, but Xander at plus 230, that just sounds fun.
I don't hate it.
Another
hate it.
one.
I think that could be 3 of the top 10. To be honest
Yeah,
with you.
it's going to be a tough group.
This might be the last one I have for y'all. A lot of these aren't quite near as fun as these last 2. But the next one, Victor Hovland, Wyndham Clark, Cameron Smith. It's Victor Hovland plus 150, Wyndham Clark plus 170, and then Cameron Smith plus 205.
Wyndham Clark.
Wyndham Clark would be my outside of the top, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys. If I had to pick a guy to win it, I would pick Wyndham Clark to win the Masters.
I think Hovland at plus 150. I mean, I don't know. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all don't like Hovland, or you do like Hovland?
We're fine with Hovland.
Gotcha.
I don't have a problem with Hovland.
Yeah, plus 150 then.
He's not having a great year, but he did end the season last year as the best golfer on the planet, it felt like. And so I think he'll be fine. That's a great group to bet on.
Oh, I've got to do at least one more. This one is just a lot of fun as well. Max Homa, Jason Day, Tiger Woods. Yeah, it's
what are the odds on that?
Homa plus 125, Day plus 140, Tiger plus 300. Tiger plus 300. Come on,
Tiger plus 300.
You got to do that.
Oh yeah,
that's too fun.
But probably Max Homa in that deal. I won't steal Corey's thunder, but he acted like he was pretty high on Max Homa this week.
The final one that I've got for you, and then if you have any you want to throw in or anything like that, but all the way at 1 p.m., so even the Tylers of the world will be awake. Tommy Fleetwood, Colin Morikawa, and my guy, Dustin Johnson. It's Tommy Fleetwood plus 165, Morikawa plus 175. I don't know if y'all have ever noticed. I pick Morikawa every chance I get.
I like Morikawa.
And then a DJ plus 250.
Give me DJ, because sometimes he'll go out there and just tear it up on the first day.
I think in that one you could
tap the stream deck.
You could take both Morikawa and DJ and end up making, as long as one of those two win, you would end up making money on the day.
So I will say I am rocking with Tommy Fleetwood this weekend for one reason and one reason only. So his caddy apparently got sick.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
And so the caddy that he is using in the Masters. This is the Masters.
It's the biggest tournament.
The biggest tournament of the year. The Masters. He is using a Augusta National, just like one of their members' caddies. Like just one that you know.
Really?
Hey, I'm playing there on a Tuesday, and Jimbo is my caddy at Augusta National, and you tip him $300. That's who's caddying in the Masters for Tommy Fleetwood. That's pretty awesome. So I'm rooting for him. That's pretty cool.
So you know, like, because the Masters has all these cool little, like, you know, things that nobody really knows about, or, you know, secrets or whatever. The pace player, like one of the members who gets to play.
That is correct.
So do you know about this, Tyler? So say there's a uneven field, or like somebody has to drop out. They have a member of Augusta National Golf Club who fills out that 3-ball to keep the pace of play going.
They don't get a score though.
No, they're not in the Masters.
No,
but it's like, okay, if two guys withdraw and Tyler's just by himself, well, that's not going to time up well at all, and we're not going to make him play alone. So we call up two members, and they get to play.
Yep. I like that a lot.
So there's a guy that's played he's played 10 or 12 times in
and
it.
The story is that some of those dudes
are
pretty good,
and they beat some of the professionals.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and it's be like, this is a terrible example, but it'd be like if crazy good golfer came and played at Sulphur Springs. Well, I've played it 700 times, and so you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, that's a really good
point.
Like
that.
And most of the guys who you're not going to catch a pace player with Tiger Woods. Like, there's not going to be one in that group. But like Joe Blow from down the street, who just happens to be a PGA professional, or who has earned his membership or his exemption to the Masters, he may catch.
Yeah, a lot of Joe Blows in the Masters.
Yeah, I was about to say a lot of those guys out there, huh?
I mean, just golfers that not a lot of people really know about.
All right, one thing that I want to do, I thought it'd be fun for the three of us, since we've just talked about a lot of the guys. Let's have a little 3-player fantasy golf draft.
Okay.
We'll all put $5 in, so winner gets $10. Okay. How are we going to decide who? We'll do a snake draft. So first guy gets first and last pick. And how do we want to do it?
Let's let
I don't want to go first.
Let me think.
All right, let's do this. Let's all do 1, 2, 3 shoot, and either you hold up a.
How many guys we picking?
A 1, 2, 3.
3.
Do a 1, 2, or 3, and the odd man out gets first pick.
Okay.
All
Wait,
right.
we're doing
a
1, 2, 3?
Or 3.
Okay.
1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3 shoot.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait,
4.
I thought we were doing rock paper scissors.
Okay. A 1, a 2,
Okay,
or a
I thought we were
3.
doing rock paper
There's
scissors.
3 options.
Okay, my bad.
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3 shoot.
Well, we're all doing the same
All right.
thing.
1, 2, 3 shoot. All right. Oh no, Corey.
We're all
3.
different.
All right. 1, 2, 3 shoot.
Okay.
All right. Tyler gets first pick. All right.
Okay, with the first pick.
Odd or even?
Odd.
Okay. 1, 2, 3 shoot. Okay. I get the second pick.
Corey, come this way so the camera can see a little bit.
All right. Tyler, you get the first pick.
We're done now?
Yes, we're
My
done.
bad.
You get the first pick.
Okay, with the first pick of the down and out Masters draft, give me. I'm down between two guys. Give me I got to take Scotty Scheffler.
I was going to say, if I get Scotty at 2, that is a steal. A steal. I am going to take I got to take my boy. I got to stay loyal to my boy. I'm going to take Rory McIlroy.
Ooh,
Okay.
So, Corey, 2 in a row.
Brooks Koepka
Okay.
and John Rahm.
Okay. Back to Ryan. I am going to go with Xander Schauffele.
That was going to be my pick.
Nice.
Okay. So now I have
Tyler,
to pick 2
back
in
to
a row.
back.
No one's taking Victor Hovland yet?
No one's taking Victor Hovland.
I will take Victor Hovland.
Okay.
And then I'll also take oh crap. That's not what I wanted to do. That's fine. Morikawa.
Interesting. I thought you were going to take Matsuyama.
Yeah, I did too.
That's why I said crap. I wanted to take those 2.
I am going to take, honest to God, this would be like my dream 3. I'm going to take Jordan Spieth.
Nice.
One name I can't believe we passed on.
What is it? I'll pick up.
Corey will take it right now.
Trying to find the pairings.
I mean, there's still a handful out there, obviously. That
give me Wyndham Clark.
Okay.
Who is your name, Tyler?
I kind of thought someone would take Patrick Cantlay.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So we've got Team Tyler is Scotty, Victor Hovland, and Morikawa.
Yeah.
Team Ryan is Rory, Xander, and Spieth, and Team Corey
Feel like
is
I'm
Brooks,
the live
Rahm,
team.
and Clark. We're doing total score of our
Total
team.
score.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if
What
it was
happens
like
if they don't make
okay,
the cut?
If
gotcha.
they don't make the cut,
Doesn't matter?
We'll say it's what do we want to say?
What we
Plus-
should do is whoever has the highest score that did make the cut, it's like 1 over that or something like that. That way you're like adding. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
A stroke to it or however many you want, but I think that would be a good starting place.
Or okay, why don't we do it this way? If there's 6 over through 2 rounds and they didn't make the cut, we'll say that round 3 they shoot 3 over, round 4 they shoot 3 over.
Fair.
Nice. I
Which
like
would
that.
so basically you're just doubling.
I was gonna say you could just double.
You just double your score. So
I
if
like
they shoot
that.
10
Whatever
over,
they were like on pace for.
if they shoot
yeah.
10 over, they shoot 20 over.
Okay.
Wyndham
I like
Clark's
it.
going to come out and shoot a 28 over.
If there was odds that I could bet all 9 of those to make the cut, I would.
I like
Yeah.
it.
I don't think if we
Just-
take the top 9 guys out of our
Be a really bad draft.
I had one
I
final.
wanted to take like a wild card, but then
That'd
I was
be a
like, if
really
they don't
bad
make
pick.
the cut, I'm going to really.
Okay, so you have a final deal. I have a final would you rather. I also think we should talk about what our Masters dinner
We
That's where I was
1000%
would
going,
be,
yeah.
and then
We
we also have
1000%
to
need to do
we also
that.
have to make our Masters official 1000% picks.
I'm going to say you get 2 picks.
No, I think you get 1 pick.
Well, we've already drafted 3 guys each.
I think you
so.
get 1 pick. But go. What was your one thing, Tyler?
One more prop that Corey had found
Okay.
was the post caddy hug. Will it be a significant other, a child, or a parent?
So
Who
you're
gets the
saying
first-
After you hug your caddy, whoever
okay.
wins, after they hug the caddy, will they go on to hug a significant
Dude,
other, a child, or a parent?
How sick would it be to be a caddy? Just $300K, bam, right there.
Didn't have to
It's
do.
300K.
Didn't have to do
It's
anything.
10%.
Oh,
Yeah,
Didn't have to do
typically
a
it's 10%.
thing.
that's
Okay,
fire.
all right.
I mean, you
All
carried
right.
the bag, you read some putts, but like ultimately it wasn't in your hands.
You're not a caddy.
Why are you
That's
treating
true.
it like Ryan treats NBA coaches?
Yeah,
What's
come
that
on.
about?
Hey,
He
they
has
matter.
more respect for a caddy than an NBA
He for
coach.
sure does.
Probably.
Yeah.
For
It
sure.
seems like I have more respect for the caddies
think
than
you
Corey
both do.
does. Yeah.
I think it depends on the caddy. Some caddies just carry the bag.
Are there
I think it does
professional
matter.
golfers out there, best in the world? They're like, I don't care. Whoever, Joe Blow can come carry my clubs. I don't care.
Tommy
Jordan-
Fleetwood
yeah.
this
Fleetwood.
weekend.
Jordan Spieth sometimes, you know.
Jordan Spieth gets into it with his. He's like,
Yes.
no, dude, shut up. Give me the club.
yeah.
Fair.
But no, seriously,
Have you seen
I
the-
think the caddy matters a lot.
I would
Yeah,
think
especially
so.
when he
I think
grabs
it
you
matters
the-
more than the NBA coach.
We need to
especially
get
when
a
he grabs
Brody
you
or
the wrong
someone
club.
to
Is
call
that
us.
is that a crazy take that I just had?
That's
That a
huge.
caddy matters more than an NBA coach. All right, that was a
Didn't
little scary.
like that.
Well, the studio's
Didn't
haunted.
like that one bit.
The studio's haunted. No, I don't think that's a dumb take at all.
I don't
I
think we're
admit-
talking enough about what just happened.
Why did it also
made
get
my-
really cold in here?
made my
I am
heart drop.
Scared.
Are y'all also cold right now?
I am.
It's freezing out of nowhere.
We are
Really-
not tearing this
that
down.
made me
We're
nervous.
going home after this.
That's terrifying.
Okay, gosh, I'll pick Scotty. Quit messing with me,
For
Jason.
anyone that doesn't know,
Kid.
the studio may or may not be haunted actually.
God.
So,
And the door just shut on its own and it got really cold in here.
All right,
yeah,
okay,
for
so-
those of you who
post-
don't know, this was actually a doctor's office,
Mm-hmm.
and where we're sitting was actually waiting rooms.
Ew.
or
Post
patient
caddy
rooms.
hug, definitely significant other.
Yeah, I think so.
Definitely.
Now there is a kicker. if they also have a child, maybe the significant other is holding the child.
Yeah,
and
the
like
kid
which one do they make contact with
Yeah.
first? Little hug block. You know what I'm saying?
Little hug block. Been there before.
In that scenario, I think
I think that was something else, Corey.
that's. We've been down and out. Just kidding.
Oh my god. I'm still tripping about the door.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Oh my gosh. Tyler, we're not leaving each other's side when we
No,
tear
we
all
got
this
it.
stuff
All right,
down.
so here was my would you rather, okay? And Tyler, this I know you're not a big golf guy, big golf player, so it wouldn't mean as much to you, but Corey, I'm going to ask you. Okay, option A.
Okay.
You get 2 tickets plus yourself, so 3 tickets total,
To Paradise?
to Saturday and Sunday of the Masters for the rest of your life, okay? That's option A. Pretty sweet option.
That's pretty good.
Option B.
Because I could sell the other 2 if I wanted.
Option B.
You don't want to take us.
Option B.
Well, not the first year. I won't sell them.
You get to play at Augusta once a year
Oh.
for the rest of your life, but you can't bring anyone. You get to play with members,
Oh.
but you can't bring any of your friends.
See, that is a pretty big kicker, I feel like.
What are you choosing?
For me, it's easy. I'm going to watch every year. Saturday
Corey?
and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday
Yeah,
with 2 others.
gonna go watch with my friends every single year. I mean, I watch the Masters every year as it is. So even though I don't play golf like you're saying, that does make it easier for me to make that choice. But I think even if I did, like, dude, that would be sweet.
You'd have a really cool status.
That would be
in-
sweet.
In the month of April, like,
Oh,
You-
people start sucking up around
Oh,
February.
yeah.
Like,
Right.
hey, let's make sure
Hey.
Tyler knows we're BFFs.
And my birthday's in January.
Tyler,
so
you ever
like,
been to Georgia? I could show you
Yeah.
around, you know?
All
right, Corey, what you
okay,
got?
let me
Make
ask
a
you
pick.
this.
Make a pick.
If I take option B, can I not enter the lottery to get tickets?
Yeah, sure, you can.
Okay, I'm going to take option B.
Okay.
Because
I-
I can,
I
I
really
can watch
banking on that lottery.
I
huh?
can watch the
I,
Masters
uh,
every year from my phone. There's no way on God's green earth I'll ever get to go play.
You know, that's
Yeah.
fair.
JJ Watt was telling a story today on Pat McAfee how Peyton Manning invited him to go play at Augusta.
Oh, God.
He couldn't make it because of a scheduling conflict. And,
Scheduling conflict.
That would have been the conflict. Would have been how fast I could get it canceled.
yeah, exactly.
Outside of a wedding or like the birth of a child.
Well, it depends what wedding.
Scotty may
it would
have
have
that-
to. It would have to be mine.
All these guys picking Scotty are really praying his wife doesn't go into labor.
Oh, I did see that. I would pick the going and watching just because like I would have that with whoever I wanted to take
Yeah,
every
you and your
single
dad
year.
get to go every single year.
That's
If you ever
true.
have a kid, you and your dad and your kid, like, yeah. that'd
Now
be-
you could give me 5 tickets for the you could do 5 tickets for all 4 days for the rest of my life. But if option B was that I got to play it once a year with one friend,
That's true.
I'm picking that because you can't do that.
yeah, you got to do
Like
that.
I can pay enough money to go.
Yeah.
There's not enough money to go
there's-
play.
That's the one. That's the one cool thing about Augusta. It doesn't matter
You
how
know,
much.
you cannot go play.
Doesn't matter how much money you make. Doesn't matter who you are. I like the Champions Dinner. I think that's why that's such a big deal.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter who you are, what you've done, where you've been, anything. If you have not won a green jacket, you ain't
Can't go.
getting in.
Speaking of, let's talk about our Champions Dinner. What we would do as winners of the Masters.
Love it. Now, I do want to set something up for you real quick. You and I had this conversation, but
I was
there
already
was
asleep.
there was a TikTok that was rolling around, and I don't know the guy's name. I'm not going to give him the credit either way, even if I did
It
know
was Bubba Watson.
No. Sorry, I meant
Oh.
the TikToker. But yeah, that was bashing him. But yeah, this TikToker who had a bunch of these, he went on to do a series about like what Tiger Woods did every single year, but just put Bubba all the way on blast for having apparently the worst Masters dinner ever, and it was like grilled chicken breast, mashed potatoes, who he claimed to have never gone together ever, and like a nice salad, some other stuff, and
Green
like.
beans.
So what he described was literally the supper that I've had at every banquet I've ever been to. It sounded
the-
perfectly fine. I didn't understand the hate that got.
I think
It was served at the Wildcats football banquet this
It
year.
would 1,000, but
I-
that's what we had. Yeah.
I think that like okay, from a uniqueness factor, like this is a once in a lifetime.
Sure, it's
like,
boring.
you get to plan it. Yeah, that was a boring move.
You also
but
had to pay
it's
for
fine.
it.
It's
to
fine.
have made a whole TikTok
that is really
about
funny.
screaming about. Yeah.
So you have to pay for the dinner.
Oh, I did
Yeah.
not know that.
I didn't either.
What
until
a
this
weird
year.
what a weird deal.
I was curious. There has to be like a price limit or something, but okay, you got to pay for it. That makes
They
sense.
probably just made the rule this
What
year.
a weird
That is
one.
weird.
They were
What
like
a weird rule.
They were like, "Oh, Live guy. Oh, he's Live now.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's paying for it.
John Rahm's worth $600 million.
Yeah.
he can pay for this whatever they had.
Oh, 1,000%.
By the way, during this episode tonight, I've received 4 different texts about how good the Dallas Mavericks are. So apparently they're killing it tonight.
Yeah, they were winning against
Up
the
82
Heat.
to 60 against the Miami Heat. Yeah.
Oh man,
Them boys is steamy.
Yeah.
the playoff bound Miami.
All right, Tyler, what's your dinner? You've won the Masters,
You know my
which
joke
was
is
a hell of a
You've
feat.
done the impossible.
Might I add? This
Yeah.
crazy odds.
It
was,
is- it is
was,
crazy.
It was 1,000,000 to 1.
it is crazy
Yeah.
that I won the Masters.
Yes.
You know my joking answer is Filet-O-Fish. But being dead serious.
But how funny would it be like if you rolled up and you're like, dude, fast food, just everything.
Donald Trump the
or what did I
fire
text
out
you?
of it.
Every appetizer at Chili's.
That would be funny. That or
gotta
I
pick-
do like the idea of like whatever the signature fast food like menu item is from like a bunch of different fast food chains. That would be
Yes.
funny. I think my dead serious
Hey, I
answer.
get to split a 2 for $20.
All right, what? Seriously, what's your real answer?
My real answer would probably be because I saw Tiger had done something similar to this. So I know it's like feasible. I would do probably like ribeyes and sushi. That'd be kind of cool. And then sides, I would get a little crazy, but like Cajun fries, like something specific like that. But I think just a good surf and turf, a good steak and shrimp or a steak and sushi would
Okay,
be cool.
I like that. Corey, what you got?
I'm gonna start with an appetizer of Roadhouse rolls
Okay.
Roadhouse.
with
I like that.
cinnamon butter.
Okay.
Love that.
We're gonna go on to the salad of a Caesar salad with
Okay.
cracked black pepper.
Okay.
Then we're gonna finish.
Crack black
You
pepper.
like that?
All
I
right.
like a little cracked black pepper.
Give me
then,
something smoky, Corey. I know it's coming.
Then we're gonna hit. We got to do brisket.
Okay, yeah.
We got to do brisket. Dino ribs.
Now, are you going to cook it
Corey
yourself?
Corey said if I'm paying for it, I'm cooking
Yeah,
it.
we're doing briskets. Yeah.
Low and slow.
Uh,
He didn't get to practice for the Masters the following year because he's too damn busy
Uh-huh.
cooking the freaking
Yeah.
meat.
Little mayo binder or what?
yeah, mayo binder. No, probably prime rib. Honestly.
Okay.
Prime rib. I'm a big prime rib guy.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think what for dessert. Probably some Sophia cheesecake.
Okay. All right. I like it.
I'm still in that as my dessert as well.
Okay.
Let all those other guys know what we got going down here in Texas.
All right. I'm going to go appetizer. We're going to go ocean air crab cake.
Ooh,
Love me a crab
nice.
cake.
Okay.
We're going to go
Can
just
I throw in shrimp with my steak?
Yeah,
absolutely.
for sure.
That's
Go
a
ahead.
little topper action.
Yeah, a little surf and turf, buddy.
I'm going to
Surf and turf, buddy. Little double McPuffington.
little upper decky. No, I'm gonna go just a really solid ribeye. If I could be really specific, I'd get it from a place outside of Huntsville called Leona. It's called the Leona General Store.
You absolutely can
They're
be that
catering
specific.
your wedding.
You're right.
right?
I just won the Masters. I can do whatever the heck I
They're
want.
catering your wedding, right?
I wish that'd be great.
It's gonna give me.
But Leona steak. From the sides, we're gonna go mac and cheese. I'm all about the yellow sides. We're gonna go mac and cheese. We're gonna go my mom's corn casserole.
Hey, there we go.
And then we're also
So we got Mama Deidre up there
Yeah.
cooking,
Yeah.
huh?
I do like the Texas Roadhouse rolls with the butter. I'm going to steal that one, throw it on there.
Nice.
And then for dessert, we're going to go a BJ's Pizookie
Oh,
of the white chocolate macadamia variety.
nice.
Yeah, that's what we're going.
nice.
That's what we're going.
I'm actually gonna backtrack on mine. I'm gonna go instead of the salad. We're gonna go smoked queso and chips.
Yeah, that's a vibe.
Okay.
Smoked
Yeah,
queso
forget
and
a
chips.
salad. I want smoked queso
Yeah.
and chips.
Dude, everybody was trashing Rom for the portion sizes. I saw the picture of the ham, and I was like, I could eat 350 of those.
So explain this to me like I'm 5. The dinner is for everyone that's competing in the
No,
Masters
no,
or former
winners.
winners?
The winners.
Okay, gotcha,
Oh,
gotcha.
You
Only
have
the
to
winners.
You have to be a winner,
That's
Gotcha.
correct.
and they take the
So
annual.
no green
picture.
jacket. You're not getting supper with us.
No.
Not a chance.
Can't sit
I'll tell
with
you
us.
another fun fact
Okay.
that I did not know until last year.
Okay.
You win the Masters, you get a green jacket. Green jacket does not leave.
Really?
Oh.
Green jacket stays.
And
I
you
did
just
not
get to
know
put
that.
it back on when you go next year?
Yes.
Gross.
You get your own parking spot.
You also, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I read that like if you win multiple Masters,
all of them stay there.
you get no multiple jackets.
Wow, it's
Oh,
just your
wow.
same jacket
you
waiting
just get
for
to
you there?
Keep your jacket.
I've got a new rule. How about jacket stays if you only win one, but when you win multiple, you
Yeah.
get to take that old jacket
Exactly.
home
Yeah.
with you.
Exactly.
They'll have the new
Stays.
jacket waiting on you.
Yeah.
I like that.
Nice.
would
I
piss-
just said
that
I
would
like the
piss
rule that
me-
I made.
Yeah.
Piss me
I won
off.
the Masters.
I won multiple jackets. I won a Monday through Sunday jacket.
What do you mean this isn't coming home with me? It's like if you won a World Series in your ring, just like you can
like
wear
to
it in
see,
the
like-
locker room, but yeah, you're not
I
wearing
think
that
they
out
get
and
to
about.
do like a little bit of a media tour, but then as soon as that's
soon as
over, they
done.
send it back.
Dude, what if your Bearcat National Championship ring was just like, when you come back to campus,
It's all right. You can touch it.
yeah,
You can look at it.
you can wear it around
but,
campus for a second.
But so help me
it's
God,
not
if you
coming
take
out.
that to dinner,
You're done.
it's not happening.
It's a wrap.
Don't do it.
That is wild.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
That's
pretty
so
crazy.
lame.
I did not
It's
know
like if I'm
that.
Tiger Woods, I'm like, bro, I'm Tiger Woods.
These are my jackets.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? All right, let's make our picks.
You would catch me pulling an O.J. Simpson going and getting my own stuff back. Not taking my
I feel like that's
hardware
not-
from
I
me.
feel like that's not illegal. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's my
break in
stuff.
and steal your own cleats.
It was his trophies. Like, I don't.
He didn't kill anybody.
we've arrived at a place where we're. Okay, let's keep it moving.
All right, Tyler, you're starting off.
Okay.
End all, be all. No ifs, ands, or buts. No, I'm taking two. Who's your pick? Who's
So no
winning?
candy or nuts
Who's
either.
winning the Masters
candy, no
2024? Who you
nuts.
got?
Okay. So I know I'd said either like Morikawa or one of those guys, but I am going to lock in with Xander Schauffele.
Oh, good pick.
It's a great pick.
Good pick.
I love
Thank
that
you.
pick.
I'll take someone else if you want to have him, though.
I love that pick.
Okay.
I've
I will.
changed my pick.
I will.
No.
Okay.
No.
I've changed my pick.
Okay.
I've
Because you
no-
only get one?
I know. No. I know I've talked a lot about how I think I told you even before the show. I think Max Homa is going to win it. I've changed my mind. My heart, my stomach's telling me something different. My stomach's probably telling me something different because I'm hungry. It's been a while since lunch.
Been a while.
It's been a while. Anyways, I think Will Zalatoris
Okay.
is my pick.
So we've picked two not
Locking
only
it in.
first-time Masters winners.
Yes.
I was
We've
going to
picked
ask
two
if
first-time major winners.
Schauffele's
Yes.
never won a major.
He's considered the
Okay.
best player
Wow.
that has never won a major.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Wow.
I was stuck.
Wow.
I've been stuck between two guys all week.
Have you?
Maury McIlroy.
I've been contemplating two different individuals to win the Masters this week. That was funny, Tyler. That was good. I'm gonna take Jordan Spieth.
Jordan
to
Spieth.
win the
Wow.
Okay, I
Masters.
like
I'm gonna
that.
take Jordan Spieth to win the Masters.
There's not a lot of
very,
gutters in-
very high on Xander Schauffele. I think that is a phenomenal pick.
I've never been more proud of myself. Like Ryan approves on my
I-
pick. Hell
I
yeah.
We
think
made
that
him
is
change
a-
his mind. He approves
I know.
your pick.
I know.
It's
Don't-
a new day.
It's a weird day.
Don't call me tomorrow because it ain't happening. But
quit asking.
I think
quit
Xander.
asking.
I think Xander is a fantastic pick. I don't know.
A lot,
He's
and
improved a lot, but I
just-
don't think he's good enough to do it.
Iron play is good.
It
I think
is.
he puts in the right spots.
I just don't think he can putt to win,
That's fair.
and I think Jordan Spieth can. And I think
Off the
as
gutter?
crazy as and sporadic and just. I mean,
His
you might as well
scrambling's
just
good.
drink 5 Red Bulls before you watch Jordan
And
Spieth
just
because it's the same
Go
thing.
all in.
So like a
Uh,
normal Tuesday for me.
Yes, a normal Tuesday for Tyler is like watching Jordan Spieth play golf, and I think that this week is the week.
Wow.
Give me Jordan Spieth to win it.
Now you had another hair bet you wanted to throw out there. Do you still want to
Ooh.
tell us what that was?
Oh yeah, I was telling Chad. I was telling Chad earlier. Was it top 5 or to win? I think it was to win.
I think it was to win.
I told him that if Tiger Woods wins the Masters, I will not cut my hair for a year.
So going the exact opposite of last year. For anyone that doesn't know,
And
Corey once
What would
bet.
your hair look like if you don't cut it?
Probably this. Just
It's
think
like at max
I think
capacity.
at some point it's just like, nope, buddy, we're
That's
done.
enough.
It'd probably like fro out a little bit, like not fro, but like just get.
Do you want to double down? Do you want to do it on there? I mean, he's plus 7,000 to win. So
Honestly, I'm gonna say yes because I would love to see Tiger win another Masters.
I'll have the volume down. That's why.
Oh,
Oh,
So we've
no,
got
the drops don't work.
Xander,
Okay.
we've got Willie Z, and we've got Jordan Spieth.
yep.
Who's y'all's
Nope.
Who's y'all's like want to win the Masters? Just like as a fan, who would you pick? That works.
I'll take it.
That works.
That's for the fan to decide.
That's even better.
Did you make that deal?
Here we go.
Press all
It
of
came
them.
all the way around.
I wanted to see if you'd make that deal.
Press all of
Yeah.
them. Who's your fan pick?
Fan pick probably Rory. I'd love to see him complete the career Grand Slam.
Okay.
It'd just be fun to watch.
Tyler, you got a fan pick?
Morikawa.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
I'd go Rory or Tiger. Go one of those.
Oh, actually, can I throw DJ in there as well?
Yeah.
Why not?
Sure.
Has DJ won a Masters?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I
2020.
thought so, but it's
Yep,
2020.
doesn't count, but it's
So
2020.
the guys that
Oh,
are
yeah.
playing, well, not counting like the old dudes. Like there's some legit old dudes, but like the
Gary Player.
the actual, I have a chance to win the Masters. You've got Tiger, Phil. I guess they kind of don't fit into that, but DJ.
They're now the old guys.
Bubba Watson, Sergio, Adam Scott.
At what point is Sergio one of the old guys?
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. John Rahm, Scotty Scheffler, Patrick Reed. Unfortunately,
Ridiculous.
is that all?
That live.
No, I'm saying guys
Oh.
that have won the Masters.
Oh, yeah.
Hideki Matsuyama.
I always forget about him, dude. His caddy like bowing to the.
It was cool.
Oh my gosh,
That was
that was
fire.
a cool year when
was
he
cool.
won it. I'm trying to think who else. Yeah, because there was a big deal about Louis Oosthuizen because he didn't make it. Because like all these live guys that want to play in the Masters, basically they have to have exemptions to play in it because they don't earn rankings points.
Yeah.
Off of the live events that shouldn't really count.
Has
anyways.
Brooks won a Masters?
Yes. Wait, no,
No.
he
he's
is
not
not.
won a Masters.
Okay, well, how does that work? How do you earn the exemption and stuff?
So like
Probably
if you
his
win
playing the
a
majors.
major, you have like a 5-year exemption.
Oh, cool.
If you're top 50 in the world, you have an exemption.
If you've won a
If
Masters
you've won a
at all?
Masters, if you've won a Masters, you have a lifetime
Okay,
exemption.
I thought that was maybe the
So
case.
like Jack Nicklaus only stopped playing in the last like 5 or 10 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a big deal because
The
this
problem is they're taking spots.
You show up
Yeah.
once a year for the Masters?
Yeah,
That's fire.
Yeah, and they shoot.
Yeah.
In the
John
80s.
Daly will probably not play.
He's never won the Masters.
That's a bummer.
I
But
wish he had.
Dude, I love all the memes that are like your third base coach. It's like Tiger in the Tiger Red, and it's like first base coach. And
John
it's
Daly.
a very old Santa Claus looking John Daly. He's got a beer in his
Smoking.
hand. He's got a cigarette.
Yeah, I drank 6 Diet Cokes and
He's the Ron White of professional golf players.
for sure.
Yeah.
But no, I honestly like I'll probably wake up early tomorrow, watch the honorary starters. That's a big like.
Well, apparently that's at 5 in the morning if they're getting started at 7:30.
I love watching that. It's
it'll be
fun.
good.
Watch some old guys. It feels like you're waking up at SSCC.
Did you watch any of the par
watching some
3 or
I did.
Yeah.
4 hole-in-ones.
4 hole-in-ones?
Yeah,
Wow.
4.
It's fun to watch. There's a lot of pageantry that goes on this week.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, it's
like
a-
I watch
it's a fun
Masters
one.
on the range.
I'm playing golf early Saturday morning and
Just so you
early
can-
Sunday morning so that I can really get in the mood.
That's a vibe.
Really feel my.
You did
okay,
that
Wow.
last year too, didn't you?
Probably.
Yeah.
And we'll do it next
good.
year
And I'll
probably.
do it the year after that.
I bet that's a pretty popular thing, though, huh? I bet a lot of people try to do that.
Well, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'll listen to the early groups, on my phone while I'm playing, and then by the time I'm done, it'll be
You have a
be ready to
speaker when you
rock.
play?
It depends.
I don't take Ryan as a speaker guy.
It's not like a no, don't turn that music on.
Yeah, I just don't think
more
it's
of
something
a-
you would choose.
Not really. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more of a like.
Well, you're also
please
not a huge music guy.
just put it at a respectful level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You
I
know?
have a speaker that like magnetizes to my cart,
No.
and then you have a button on top. It
Oh,
runs
it
through
tells you
GPS
the
to your phone. Tells you distance.
Distance of the hole. Yeah.
so like
that's
I
cool.
turn the speaker up,
I've
but I
seen
keep
those.
the music on my phone down.
I like
okay,
that.
here's
If you're within 1 foot of my cart, you can probably hear it. But outside of that,
Okay.
all right. A go-to song that has to be on your golf playlist. I know Corey's got a golf playlist. There's
I
no
do.
way
Let
that he
me-
doesn't.
let me go through my
Mine
golf
would be
playlist.
"The Stroke" by Billy Squire.
Ooh.
I really like that
Great
song
one. It's
when I'm
great-
like on
great call.
18 and I need to smack a drive down there.
It's a great call.
"The Stroke,"
Stroke.
which was my pitching walk up my senior year of baseball.
Was it really?
It was. Yeah.
Kind of wild
Trying
they
to
allowed
find
that,
a-
but okay.
trying to find a good
Hell
one.
yeah.
I was all about it.
But that rules. I really thought he was gonna have something like on Deckington, but that's my bad.
I'm looking through.
I will say, like golf music,
It just depends what mood I'm in, really.
Mine just depends. Sometimes it's country.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's 2010s rap. Sometimes, heck, I think I've listened to the bagpipes. Really channel
Oh.
my inner 1800
Ooh, heck
Scottish golf vibes.
It's like your Sulphur
It's,
Springs Wildcats.
So I'll
still.
tell I'll tell you this one. This
Yeah.
is my
The Last of the Mohicans.
last one.
Did you know that is Faircloth? He is the one that he's the DJ of that.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Okay.
he's not up
that
in the booth,
doesn't-
but yeah, he is the
that doesn't-
playlist curator,
So-
if you will.
Do you know
Does
why?
not surprise me in the slightest.
Has he ever told you like why he does that?
Yes, he has not told Ryan. I wouldn't think.
So
So,
whenever he was at Highland Park, the Scots,
Right, the
they would
Scots.
always play that. Was it before or after the game? I think it was before.
before.
And I think Keenan even said, was like, man, last time I heard that, we were playing Highland Park and got the ever loving stuff knocked out
They
of
played Matthew Stafford,
us. And so, yeah.
Mhm.
his
And
sophomore year of
Clayton
high school.
Kershaw.
Yep, there you go.
So this is my go-to.
Oh, a banger.
This is my, like, I'm getting it started. We're vibing.
Sober by
Life's
Charles
good.
Gambino. It's banger.
That's my good one. And then
Don't want to
so
get kicked
funny,
off YouTube.
Funny story.
Turn it off.
I forget who sings it. It's I did it for the nookie, whatever that song is.
Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit, yes. So I was filming a guy's wedding, and I was actually playing golf with them. That's the only part I remembered. I'm sorry. I was filming a guy's wedding, and I was playing golf with them, and they picked me up on like 13, and 18 they started playing that song, and we all hit short of the green on 18. They start playing that song. It's 4 of us. 3 guys go into the water on 18. I chip up to like 2 foot, and so it's kind of always been like I need a lock in song. So
It's a good story.
Story, Corey.
I'm having way too much fun as producer.
It was story Corey tonight for sure.
You're welcome.
Well, we've got 6 minutes. So if you
Tell me
want
about
more.
tell me about the birth of your kids some more.
I
You
do
want-
want
you
to say
want
we've only got 6 minutes, so you can get like
There's not
half
enough-
of
not
another
enough
story
time to
in,
tell us
but
about his kids.
We for sure don't have time for a Tubbs phone call. Any
Dude,
final thoughts?
Call him.
I'll never
Call
forget.
him in the show.
I'll never forget the
told him to call
time
it,
that
he never
Tyler
did.
went on a big rant in the car going to a game one time about how like, somebody would have, oh, you want to see my kid? You look at this video, and Tyler's like, dude, I don't care. I do not care.
I don't. I still don't.
Still
Yeah.
doesn't. I
No,
like
I
to show
do-
you pictures
it's
of my
pretty-
kids just because.
I was like, Corey is. I'm very. I like Corey's kids. When
Yeah.
he shows me pictures, I'm like, okay, that's cute.
Only when he's in the room.
But
Yeah.
I unfortunately am like brutally honest. Like he'll show me something, and like he can tell when I do. Like because I'll be like, okay, that's cute.
Well, now that Judah's playing baseball, like there's some stuff you're interested in.
Yeah.
But
Or like, yeah. I was gonna give another example, but I don't.
there's none others.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't feel like I would
you don't
ever
care
have to
about
worry about that
Hattie's
with
tea
Ryan.
party.
I feel like when Ryan has a child one day, he's not gonna be like, Tyler, dude, look at this.
You will. I promise you. You're gonna get so enamored with them. I'm telling you.
I'm going to bring him up in the booth Friday nights.
Okay, that'd be cool. Your kids have been in the booth on a Friday night.
Have they?
It was during halftime of one of the football games.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's right. That's right.
That's my snack time.
And I even gave them a break, and I produced the halftime show.
There you
That's
go.
true.
Yeah.
I forgot about
There
that.
you go.
Yeah.
I'm ready for some Friday night football.
Dude,
I am too,
if-
man.
If you told me I could
I'm
wake
itching.
up, if you told me I could wake up Monday after the Masters and it'd be football season, oh my God, it'd be amazing.
Fill me in on what I missed on the baseball season. Obviously.
did we
You've
repeat?
You've missed that the Rangers are up 6-1.
Oh, there we go. Needed
yeah.
that as a bounce back.
There
Dude,
you
you
go.
remember when we were sitting at Paris and y'all thought the season was over? When we were
Yeah,
losing
I
the
unfortunately
Astros?
do remember that. We
right
were
before the Paris game.
we are
That was a dark time.
we are
that
on
was-
air before a Friday night football game. Like the second we go on air, I think we had just gone on air. But me and Ryan are trying to watch what's game 5 or game 6.
No, 5.
Okay, game
We
5.
were at home.
Yes, game
Yep.
5 of the ALCS, and we're watching them blow it as we're on air.
We watched the Altuve home run.
On air.
Yeah.
And we just immediately, if you were watching that stream, you could see the life. Just,
So I'm eating at Burgerland like 2 weeks ago, and you know how they kind of show some of the Chad's Media stuff? Well, that game comes on. So the duration that I'm sitting at Burgerland is just the pregame, and I'm telling Jill, I'm like, hey, like right there.
and it was
when-
noticeable.
And I was like, oh, yeah. Me and you're like, yeah, Humps Keys of.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Ryan, you do
Yeah,
it.
the Wildcat, they play football tonight. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that was tough. That was one of the tougher moments we've ever had
That sucked.
on air. That was
That
rough.
sucked. I gave us about a 5% chance to win the series after that.
Yeah,
We were not going to go to Houston and win 2.
To say the sky was falling was a
We
understatement.
were not going to Houston and win 2. There was no way.
But we did. That rules
It was
so
awesome.
hard.
It was awesome.
Any final thoughts before Corey just decided to take the
I guess he's out.
took the rest of the show off? I guess.
No, no final thoughts. I was in the building the other night when the Rangers put the smackdown on the Astros. So that's 2 out of my last 2 of putting a whooping on the Astros. So I need to.
Corey, final thoughts. You ruined the bit. It was going to be just your empty chair.
Do you want me to leave? I can leave.
No, it's too late now.
I can leave.
I have no final thoughts.
If y'all go
I'm
back and
exci-
watch this
I'm
episode, I had a
exci-
lot of fun producing. By
I'm
the way.
excited.
did.
I bet you like camera changed 1,000 times.
Anytime he was telling a story and you
It
were
was
making
just me?
faces, I would cut over to you.
I figured, yeah.
I wasn't making a face, Corey.
I watched you make a
No,
face.
dude.
I
did
watched
not
y'all
make a
like
face.
look at each other with your eyes. Just
It was the 3rd contraction of my wife, and we're 27 hours
I'm not a
into
good
labor.
storyteller. I've never
and
claimed to
yeah, and I watched the Masters 17 times in a row.
It is one of my favorite memories of
That's
the
a good
Masters.
memory.
We need
That's
to
a good
find out when the NBA and NHL playoffs officially start, because I don't know if we're going to be on air next week, but surely we'd be on the week that starts. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that. I just want to say my final thoughts, and then I'm going to turn it back over to the host of tonight's episode.
Ryan?
No.
We say this a lot. Coach Fairclough says this a lot about Sulphur Springs. It's a great day to be a Wildcat. It's a great day to be a Dallas fan. The Stars are killing it. The Mavs are killing it. The Rangers, outside of a 3-game skid, killing it. It's very rarely that you get to say, I'm so pumped, I'm so happy to be a Dallas sports fan, but it is a great time to be a Dallas sports fan.
I have nothing to say
better
after what Tyler just said, because I've never heard him say any of those words in the same sentence, let alone the same paragraph.
Yeah.
So I'm out. I'm good.
Yeah, positive Polly. We're going to end on that one.
I'm good.
Okay, done in the show. We'll see y'all.